So I am super excited because I just learned something entirely new that I didn't even know about. And so you may see that this image of the full moon chart for the 7th September here on Mauna Kea, the Hawaiian island, the Hawaiian mainland, looks different than from the two previous videos, because all of a sudden I have learned through a Facebook post of a lady that I've never met in person, but we seem to be quite close on Facebook, and she posted that, and I'm just flabbergasted. I'm blown away with happiness. Why? Because these astronomical and astrological factors, I've learned about Haumea here. Here's Haumea. Let me put this blue. Haumea. See Haumea? And I learned about Lelea Kuhonua, a flock of birds right here. And I learned about Sedna, who is a Arctic water goddess. She actually was killed by her father. She was sacrificed by her father, not willingly. He wasn't necessarily very, very evil, but that happened to her. But she became deified and now lives forever as a goddess. Sedna. So this is all brand new for me. Now, what is so fantastic in this chart is that now the event here on the Hawaiian Island has Libra rising, and Libra is not only the sign of justice, harmony, and beauty, but also of partnerships, but also of enemies. One-on-one relationships. Yeah, it can be business partners, love partners, frenemies, what have you. Now, right opposite, we have here this. Let me pronounce it well. Lelea Kuhonua, which is a bird, a flock of birds. The video I just saw by some renowned good astrologers about this theme described it as kind of a group soul. And this group soul is coming, and it's airborne, yeah? It travels from Alaska to Hawaii and back, through the seasons. And it flies a long way, small little birds. And we've been talking about birds here lately. Birds that normally nest at the cliffs at Kalapana, and now they're flying way up. We've been talking about this here. Strange things happen. But right here, in this astrological event, next full moon, they are here coming to us as partners, and as it is in the in Aries is always the leader. Yeah, Aries is the first fiery air sign. And so they're coming to us. On one hand, they're coming as partners. They're partnering up with this group souls, partnering up with us. And by the same time, leading us. So that doesn't look too well on the public stage. Here we have this 2 squares and Jupiter. But on the real public stage, which would be like the 11th house. That's the collective, the masses, and there we have Venus. And Venus being queen-like in Leo, the lioness, Bastet in Egyptian. She is blessed. She gets a lot of power here. See this? I have to reset it. It's too much painting. You see, here we have this 120-degree angle from Leleakulehua to Venus. And now, the video I just saw, it talked a lot about this Sedna being in conjunction. I mean, like really, really very, very close right here with Uranus. So Uranus is this, is in charge for very fast, surprising changes, epiphanies. And Uranus is, just entering here the first air sign. Air signs are the intellectual signs, yeah. And we have this wonderful triangle to the third intellectual sign here, Aquarius. Everybody's now shouting the age of Aquarius. It's very Aquarian, but have a little patience. It's not yet the age of Aquarius. We are preparing for that. Okay. So here we have this fantastic, strong support and help from Pluto, who can be very, very, very destructive. Now, what's happening with Haumea? Haumea is somehow she's like looked at as a fertility goddess, and Haumea is now just entering Scorpio. Now Scorpio, and it's in the first house of this event. And Scorpio is actually that's the place of sexuality, and sexuality also misused, abused, to manipulate, to basically even as a kind of a vampirism where one can use sexual attraction, whether you're male or female, in order to somehow rob another, whether of resources or of life energy or what have you. Yeah, so all that is located in Scorpio. Scorpio doesn't have such a good reputation, but we have to learn about him. So Haumea is just entering there and has been before. She's been in Libra, so she has this experienced partnership, yeah. Now she's coming, now she's coming to the nitty-gritty. What mothers today have to deal with, all the shenanigans of their partners and all these crazy perversions that are promoted like fashions, like fads, like all of the sudden people like to become whatnot. I mean, like choked or I don't know, sadomasochistic games and all of these crazy things that are so detrimental to our physical and emotional and intellectual and spiritual health. All this is here. And so now it's kind of like, as I said so many times before, Scorpio being the second water sign. And here, our beautiful Cancer being the first. And there the water is swamp. You can sink in, you can, and it's kind of a difficult, but also a very fertile environment. Yeah. So she's coming in there, and we see something. This is a formation called the Finger of Yod. See? And there's karma, 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 karma. I mean, Haumea, she married her own offspring. She had the children with her own offspring, and it's quite an interesting story if you are reading the Kumulipo, the Hawaiian creation story, myth. I mean, it's way more than a myth. It's very interesting, her role there. Yeah. So here we have these very fat, pronounced green lines, and one goes to here, Sedna, and the other goes to Neptune, and Saturn, the master of karma, or the mistress of karma, could also be grandmother. Doesn't mean to be. The Saturn doesn't mean to be male. I think, like, if we go more into the Jewish Kabbalism, it's actually she. I think, I believe. I don't know. So whatever, what have you. So they are right here, and Saturn is just going back into Pisces. Before he will stay in the first fire sign for a while. So we have that connection here in a beautiful way. Let me reset that so it's clear again. Yeah, here, these two, they work together very well right now. Yeah. And so Haumea, since there is this challenging square 90-degree angle to Pluto, she is at that position right now experiencing some hardship. Yeah. And well, it's going to change. I will look like I've already looked into the next new moon chart. It's kind of an eclipse chart. I will see now when I'm looking at it again how it is going to proceed. If she gets any more support instead of like just being accused, probably of all kind of like just like Mary Magdalene, yeah, became accused of being a prostitute. Well, she never was. She was probably the wife of Emmanuel, of Jesus, or what have you, But so that is how slandering happens. That's how character assassination happens. So this right now is challenged. We have to learn completely anew when we want to know about what this means to be woman and mother. Yeah. This section of our lives that is so shame-ridden, it's so covered with a Leonard Cohen quotation, fear and filth and cowardice and shame. I don't know if you remember this old hit, one of this Leonard Cohen's only mass hit. It was called Lover, Lover, Lover. And this is, I asked my father, can you change my name? The one I'm using now is covered with what did I just say? Filth and cowardice and shame, right? So we need, in our own psyche, we need to wash. And Sedna says, yeah, well, the water is here, but come get it, wash yourself. You're in the swamp. You are, right now, you're muddy, so just wiping your feet at the doorstep is not going to work. You got to wash, but, wherever. They won't let you in the swimming pool even, yeah? Maybe not even in the ocean at the beach parks, right? So go wash yourself. You're in the swamp right now. But whatever's in the swamp, it's like, it's also a treasure digging what Haumea does there. Okay? So that's just my fantasy right now about the whole thing. I just have to learn more. I have to get more acquainted with the Sedna and Haumea mythology. Not to mention Lelea Kulehua, the bird. Probably have seen that bird many times and loved it already. So we'll see. Anyway, Venus is getting strong support. Venus is not getting support from the moon here. There is a karmic aspect. The moon says, yeah, well, you have time to put on your makeup and look pretty while I have to worry about my children. And I'm sweating with all my hard work. So there we have this a friction between the moon, the mother woman, and Venus, the lover woman. Yeah, but Venus is not sexual. You got to understand that. I've said that before, and probably haven't heard it because you didn't listen. But Venus is not sexual. She is wisdom, Sophia, yeah, she's beauty. And the beauty comes from, her winter house, Libra, and it's justice. And as a result of justice, it's harmony. And as a result of harmony, it's beauty. Okay? So that's Venus. And Venus gets help. Yeah. Okay, let me stop right here.